Now this means the same machine is not picking thread. It is not picking bobbin thread. As you can see, the bottom thread is not appearing. Now the bobbin thread is green. Now as you can see that the bobbin is thread is properly wound. So your bobbin thread is properly wound and your needle is not bent, it's straight, and you're still not able to pick thread. All you have to do is set timing. Now what is timing? Timing is the point where the shuttle hook and the needle meets, and then the shuttle hook then collects the thread from the needle. Okay, now this is the shuttle hook. This is the shuttle body, and this pointed out edge right here, this top one, is the shuttle hook. And the shuttle hook needs to be very sharp. As you can see, the design, it has a point like this. Okay, now that is the shuttle hook. It is the shuttle hook that picks the thread from the needle. Okay, and now for perfect timing, the shuttle hook, hold up, the shuttle hook and the needle must be related. Okay, as you know, the needle goes up and down, up and down, up and down, and the shuttle body rotates back and forth, back and forth. As it goes back, then come back and pick the needle like this. Okay, like this. This is perfect timing position. Now when the shuttle hook passes the needle at this point, like this, like this, when the shuttle hook is passing here, it can never ever pick the needle. It can never ever pick the thread. And when it is passing here, it can never ever pick the thread. So when it is very down like this, that means the needle bar is far above. It is too upward. When it is like this, it is too downward. It needs to be at position like this. Yes, where the hook can catch it. So the hook should be passing immediately above the eye of the needle. So when the hook is passing the top very close to the eye of the needle like this is perfect time. As you can see, it can pick the thread like this. But if it is on the eye of the needle like this, sometimes it picks the thread and sometimes it doesn't. That can lead to skip stitches. That is when the machine starts to skip stitches. Sometimes the thread is able to be picked by the shuttle hook. Sometimes it is not able to pick the thread. That is when skipping stitches occur. And when it is too far up like this, it can also not pick the thread. And this effect or this type of timing can lead to machine jamming. That is when you find it very difficult to rotate your balance wheel because the needle bar is way too down, so it is hitting on the shuttle compartment. Okay, So for perfect timing, the hook should be passing immediately after the eye of the needle at the top like this. Not here, not here, not here, but here. Immediately after the eye of the needle. I hope you're just paying attention to what I've been explaining because I'm taking time to put you through on how to set timing. Okay? Now, for you to be able to manipulate the needle bar to set it perfectly for perfect timing, not too up, not too down, you have to lose a screw right here. There is a screw here. Okay, so when you're losing the screw, the needle bar will just fall down. It will be slack so that you can be able to match it for perfect timing and then do your thing. All right, now I'm just gonna now you're gonna use this screwdriver or a screwdriver to loosen. I see where I place the screwdriver. There's a hole here out and in. There's a hole here. I'm touching a screw right here. So clockwise rotating the screwdriver is gonna tighten the screw. Then counterclockwise or anti-clockwise is going to loosen the screw. So when I lose the screw, now you find out that this needle bar or this compartment holding the needle, which you're screwing the needle to, will fall down. So you have to regulate it manually as long as you know what you're doing. Like I've been explaining since, you know what perfect timing is. So you have to let the needle drop down and make sure that the shuttle hook is timed like this. I mean, it is passing like this. Immediately after the eye of the needle at the top. It shouldn't be at the bottom like this. It shouldn't be passing like this. This is wrong timing. Okay? Even when it crosses the eye, the very eye of the needle, it is also wrong time because sometimes it is able to pick the thread and sometimes it is not able to pick the thread. Okay, that can lead to skipping of stitches. Okay, and when it is too far above like this, it will not pick the thread. Okay, but perfect timing should be somewhere around here. Immediately, I mean at the immediate top above the eye of the needle. Okay, so make sure that the time is around here. I mean the shuttle hook is able to pass through like this. When it pass through like this, the needle goes back up. Then the thread do our thing. Okay, it should be like this before the needle goes back up so that it can catch the thread. Okay, now with all this being explained, so now you loose the needle bar as it drops down, then we configure it manually and make sure that the timing is set. All right, then after setting timing, then hold back and place the needle bar to make sure that the timing is on set back and clockwise tighten the screw back to hold the needle bar in place. Okay, and after that reinstall back the shuttle body and the shuttle back. Now installing back the shuttle body. I'm placing back the shuttle back. Okay, now left and right latches. Now reinstall back the bobbin properly wound and sorted. There goes the click sound. Okay, and for better understanding, I'm just going to demonstrate how the needle is being picked by the shuttle hook. I'm just going to remove this sewing machine head. Okay, now first let's close the slide. Okay, and secondly, we're just gonna take out the belt. All right, the belt. All right. Okay, now for you to see clearly on how the shuttle hook picks the thread from from the needle, I'm just gonna remove these two latches right here, so as you can see very clear what I've been explaining since. Okay, now I'm just gonna take out these two latches. Oh, sorry. Hold up. But first, watch this. Look, man, my shuttle back keeps falling. I'm only trying to put you on camera so you can see what I'm talking about. But hold up. Bro, did you see that? Now that is how the shuttle hook picks the thread, the top thread, right above the eye of the needle. And with that, you can be able to catch the bobbin thread using the top thread. You see this? So you can just drag the top threads to catch the bottom thread like this. Okay, now you got both threads outside. Okay, man, I love this process. Man, let's do this one more time. Okay, to see that you've set a perfect timing. Just watch how the needle goes down and then relates with the shuttle hook. Now, as you can see, that is the needle right here. If you can see from here, as you can see, the needle is coming down. Okay, just watch closely. I was I was trying to put this more clear by removing the shuttle body, but the shuttle, by removing the shuttle back, but the shuttle body keeps falling out. Okay, now this is how the shuttle hook picks the thread. See, so there is pull, and then you set, and you're good. Now after setting timing, install back your bobbin like this, and then close back the slide. Okay, now let's see if we achieved what we was here for. Okay, now, as usual. Oh, I forgot something. I forgot to install that belt. As you can see, the belt. Let me do that real quick. Alright, now the thread is back. As you can see, the bolt thread is coming out, and the green thread is the bobbin thread, and the white thread is the top thread. Now you can see for yourself that this stitch is a defined one. This is the top thread, and this is the bottom thread, which is the green thread. Okay, and the start point is a little bit like this because I didn't pick out the bobbin thread before I started stitching. Okay, so it is recommendable to always pick out your thread first before you start to stitch. Okay, all right. Now, with all this being said and explained, now you know how to set timing. Now if your sewing machine stops to pick thread, that means your timing is not set. Or yet, if the timing is set and it is still not picking thread, make sure that you sharpen the shuttle hook. Okay, make sure you sharpen the shuttle hook so as it is not too blunt. Okay, all right. Now I'm gonna need you to subscribe to this channel, share this video, like if you find the video helpful or useful, hit the bell icon, and stay blessed. Stay blessed. Okay, stay blessed. Now if you still here, that means you're gonna be very successful in life. Okay, now let's see the final results. As you can see, the bolt thread pops out. As you can see, this is the bobbin thread, which is the green thread, the under thread. As you can see, the stitches is very clean and neat. And this is the top thread, white. Top thread, bottom thread. Okay, now I hope this video was useful. Okay, now a quick, all right man, okay, peace out.